Now, a Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
Hello, everybody. This is meteorologist Hutch Johnson. I hope your Mother's Day is going fantastic, and my friends at Robert Gibb and Sons do as well. Hey, you know, they're a premier Bryant dealer, and have you heard of a mini split? Well, beat the uneven temperature in your space with a Bryant mini split system. Plan ahead for those warmer temperatures and enjoy a $300 Bryant factory rebate plus up to $2,000 back in tax credits. Simple installation, low maintenance, and it's a smart choice for any home. Hurry, your offer ends June 28th. Hello, everybody. We have a lot to talk about as we head through the rest of our Sunday night. Those Aurora and Northern Lights, I want to say personally from the bottom of my heart, thanks for sharing all of your photos out there. It's just been magnificent. Moms, I hope you've had a wonderful day. It's just a beautiful day, a beautiful weekend out there, and good evening to you, Brenda, and happy Mother's Day. I got to tell you that we also have a frost advisory in the area. We also have another chance of some more auroras and that smoke. Really not expecting to see so much smoke fill our atmosphere this early in the season, but it's on again, folks. So we're going to update you with all of it right now. First and foremost, as we get a little bit closer to sunset now, let's update you on what's going on with regards to that smoke. This is the visible satellite imagery for today across our area. And do you see this just milky gray looking blah? Yeah, that's it. The high white bright stuff moving through South Dakota, those are clouds. But this is very dense, thick smoke, a pall of smoke across the eastern third of North Dakota. Things are pretty nasty across the big sky country of Montana, too. Little bit of a break in that smoke here over Lake Sakakawea and down into the Missouri River Valley. Likewise, there's a little crack in the action there as we look from Devil's Lake through the Cheyenne River Valley. Good evening, Kathy. Good evening, Taylor. Good to have all of you on board. Okay, so what is the smoke forecast? Where's this smoke coming from? Well, let's talk just a little bit about that. As we take a look, we'll just go ahead and show you on the radar here, but the smoke is coming all the way from British Columbia. So as I take a look over at that radar map and we'll look at this, the smoke area is coming all the way up from out here by not only Calgary, but up in the northern reaches of British Columbia. And the jet stream is carrying it down our way. We have a cold front making its way through with these north winds in our area. And those north winds have allowed some of that smoke in the upper atmosphere to mix down to the surface. And that has been for just made for a nasty day. Now you see all the gray counties highlighted here across Minnesota and Wisconsin. I'll remind you that those areas are in an air quality alert, So if you deal with respiratory illnesses, the really young or sometimes the, more advanced in years can deal with those type of issues. You want to stay away or stay out of this kind of air quality for any length of time, and don't overexert yourself in this nonsense as well. So there is no apparatus in place in the state of North Dakota to issue such warnings, but the air quality here in our area is equally as bad. So keep in mind, that's what's going on. Now let's take a look at a forecast model that shows us where all this smoke that we showed you here on the satellite is going. Again, another cool look at the visible satellite from space. And then I'm going to load up a cool look at your forecast of this smoke. And let's get right to it. Okay, so we're going to load up a high resolution model here. This high resolution model has shown throughout the day. I'll back this up just a pinch, but here you go. Throughout the day, the colors that you see here in orange and in yellow are increased amounts of smoke. Now, as we've gone through the day, the north winds have pushed a lot of it down to the south. And as we go in towards morning, here's a look at daybreak. Notice the northern valley, northern Minnesota, things showing most of the green colors well down to the south, the yellow colors down to the south. That's good. And it's not fun to have smoke this early in the season. Now, does it stay down there? Well, there'll be some periods with some smoke mixing down through the atmosphere thanks to those north winds throughout the day, but not at levels that we saw today, the way it looks here. This is a forecast model of near surface smoke density. So we'll have some areas primarily in Lakes country and in the southern half of Minnesota and across North Dakota, we'll have some hit and miss areas of some smoke, but it should be better than the conditions that we had for today. So that is a look at your smoke forecast, and that takes care of one real big issue. that we had across the region as we went through this Mother's Day. So now the next thing that we want to know is, as the sun sets on this beautiful Mother's Day with temperatures that hit those 70s, now we're in the 60s. Is there going to be another chance of northern lights? And the answer is you betcha. Now, we've gotten a lot of your photos from Friday night, a lot of your photos from Saturday. Both nights had very intense geomagnetic energy passing over us, the solar wind passing over the planet Earth and interacting with the Earth's magnetic field. And that caused those northern lights. And they weren't as long-lived for much of last night that I saw, but we have another chance for tonight. Here's the latest forecast on that. Hey, isn't this fun? This will be night number 3 in a row. And look at this. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind for tonight. This KP number that you see here, that range is from 0 to 9. And when it's down between 0 and 2, we rarely see northern lights at this latitude in North Dakota. When it hits 3, we have a chance at seeing the northern lights, but it's not guaranteed. Tonight's level is 6. Friday, it was 8 to 9. And Saturday, it was 8 to 9. Okay, so tonight's levels are a little lower, but they're still incredible. Now, the G scale, there is a storm level or not. The range is 0 to 5, and the past couple of nights, it's been 5. It's been hot. And 2 is the level of the intensity of this. So we got to tell you, the chances there, again, for that northern lights could still be seen as far south as places like Nebraska. This is that viewing line that passes through Wyoming, Nebraska, and Iowa. It could be seen even farther to the south than that. Now, I just looked at some of the numbers, and our numbers are looking good for the aurora tonight. There are a number of other factors that we can look at, but we do have that pall of hazy smoke to look through, which will impact what the colors look like and how easy they will be to see. Now, last night, as Hutch was driving out to see these northern lights, it almost just looked like a white cloud out there. But then once we got away from the city lights, that white cloud became emerald green. And then we saw, even with the naked eye, some more of the beautiful colors. So, hey, if you aren't doing anything else past sunset tonight, it might be a great opportunity to see what's going on there. Now, the other headline is, what? Frost? Are you kidding me? Nope, Hutch is not kidding you. Let me show you this. This is a look at the National Weather Service Forecast Office in Grand Forks, North Dakota. And I'm just going to pop this on the screen right from their website here, because I got to tell you, it's going to be one of those kind of days where we have a chance in the blue counties here, from Walhalla and Langdon, Towner County, that's you, and Rock Lake as well, all the way up into Roseau, Thief River Falls, Red Lake Falls, the eastern half of Polk County. All are in a frost advisory, folks. We have air temperatures that are in the 60s right now, but dew points are in the 30s. Now, the temperature can cool down to the dew point, but it's not guaranteed that it will, particularly with winds. But there will be areas that have temperatures in the 30s in the morning, and that means we could have some areas of frost. Northern Minnesota, northeastern North Dakota are in a frost advisory for the overnight hours for some frost on grass. And moms, if you were out planting today, I'm sorry about that. You may want to throw a little cover on some of those tender plants that you planted today. Here's a look at Roseau right now. Your dew point down to 39. Again, the red number, that's the temperature. The temperature can quickly fall to the dew point when it's very calm, very clear, and dry, and it can happen. So we could see some 30s as we go through the overnight hours tonight, particularly in northern portions of the valley. Now, look at Crookston. The dew point there is 28. That's extremely dry air, okay? That air could cool fairly quickly as well. So there'll be a chance even into near Polk County, I do think, as we see a chance for our temperatures to, well, fall down pretty low tonight. North winds right now, 5 to 15 miles per hour. It's a beautiful night on this Monday. Now let's take a look at your forecast. We do have some rain to talk about real quickly, and we'll do just that in just one moment. But here is a look at that forecast Hutch has prepared for you. The best chance at those 30s will be all the way from Towner County, where we'll be in the mid-30s. And remember, low-lying areas in these valleys, particularly in, say, Cavalier County, Pembina County, you get up there in the Netchie River Valley, Walhalla area, there's going to be some low spots that get down pretty cool tonight, so there could be frost there. Notice this darker colored patch in northwest Minnesota. That's where the chances will be best at some of that pool of cool taking place. Thief River Falls, Red Lake Falls in the river valleys, good chance at seeing some of that cold air in the morning. Same thing for you in Roseau County. You'll have a few spots out there of some patchy frost. Fargo, Grand Forks, our temperatures in the morning will be closer to 40 degrees. And that's what we're looking at for the forecast for tonight. Peggy, will smoky skies be increasing or staying? If you missed the forecast for the smoke just moments ago, the smoke looks to be improved tomorrow. The morning will bring the worst conditions. It still will be pretty smoky in some spots, but the level of the smoke in the lower atmosphere should be lower tomorrow than it was for your Mother's Day today. So sorry you missed that, but we covered that earlier. When this is done, by the way, you can always go back and play this if you go to Hutch's page, and that will help. All right, Brenda's hoping for some rains. Let's talk about that. Nope, no rain. It doesn't look like for most of us. I can't rule out a sprinkle I left on the forecast map here up north. Look at temperatures, though, in the afternoon near War Road. 44 degrees, that north breeze continuing. A cooler day up near the Big Lake. 64 Thief River. 63 for you in Bemidji. Out in the Wadena area, closer to 70 degrees. Most of Otter Tail County will enjoy temperatures near 70. 71 in Fargo and southeast North Dakota in that same boat. If you're heading out to Gwinner tomorrow, expect the temperature near 70 degrees. Jamestown, 68, 66 up there in Harvey near Wells County. Bismarck, 73, and out in the big sky country of Montana, how about Wolf Point, 81 degrees, still sizzling out there. Glendive, Montana, 78 degrees for your temperature in the Dawson County area of Montana. That's your Monday afternoon. Okay, here's a sneak peek at your 7-day planner on this Sunday night with some bonus coverage for you mothers on Mother's Day here. It looks pleasant but cooler for most of us on Monday. 75 on Tuesday. We'll see a south wind returning for some of the area. There'll be some rain in the forecast, but that most likely will happen out in the western Dakotas. The western Dakotas have the best chance at rain on Tuesday. Now, as we go into Wednesday morning, we could have some showers pushing into our western counties. And then the rain throughout the day will exit to the east. Wednesday will bring our best chance at some rain through eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. Now, Thursday brings another fast-moving little system, and there'll be a chance for some spits of rain here and there. Friday will bring another chance. Looks like a pleasant start to the weekend as temperatures will be in the 70s Friday and into Saturday, and then after that, Sunday, another isolated shower will make its way through. Let me show you what this looks like. I am going to put this up on the American forecast model real quickly so you can see where are the fires, Autumn said. Again, we covered this. British Columbia, of all places, way out to the west. I'll show you more on that in a second. If you have questions, I love that you're asking. I will cover it. Thank you so much. Requested. Got it. We'll cover the fires here in just a second, Peggy. Once again, let's take a look. Please excuse me. Still battling a little bit of a cold here is Hutch. So Hutch is under the weather. Oh, just so ridiculous. Okay. Here's your forecast. As we go through, we have tomorrow with that cool pool of air and north flow keeping us on the quiet side for the day. Now, here's your chance of showers and storms as we go through Monday night and into Tuesday, mainly out to the west. Then by the time we get to Wednesday morning, here you go, boom, making its way into the eastern third of North Dakota. So Wednesday morning showers, that timing is not good for strong thunderstorms, so I'm not thinking that is in the forecast. And look at those isobars. Brenda, you are a well-trained weather observer there. Those isobars are really close together. They're so friendly, we might need to set them in the front of the classroom and tell them to sit a desk apart, because that means some gusty winds will be associated with this system. Great observation there. Rain showers continue through the region into Wednesday and pass to the east. But we're not really done. We get a little bit of a break as we go through Thursday and into Friday. This will warm us up. South winds and southwest winds. And that sets the stage for some showers and thunderstorms as we go through Friday and into Saturday, mainly through the northern counties. Pardon me. And that is what we're looking at there. Okay, so your forecast does show some hit and miss showers. It's not going to rain every day, all day. So the 7-day planner that I show you right here does look like we have a little bit of a chance of rain every day. It's not raining all the time here. Wednesday's probably our best chance at some soaking showers. We could see several tenths of an inch of rain working through some of our counties the way it looks. So for all you agriculture producers out there, good news for you. If you just put some seeds in the ground, they could get a nice drink of water as we go through midweek and early into the latter part of the week. Hit and miss showers, maybe rumbles of thunder with locally heavy rain here and there as we go through Friday, maybe Saturday as well, but not all models agree on that. Okay. Tiffany says the smoke is a little thick and it was a pleasant day. Here's a look at the smoke on the visible satellite. And I'm going over this for a second time here for those of you that missed the first part of the broadcast here. But what you're looking at, let me see, this looks a little bit different than I had planned it. So I'm just going to go here. Okay, this gray stuff you see over us, that is smoke that's been working its way into the valley. And it's just been a nasty day air quality wise, not good. And the forecast for air quality right here, I will load this up real quick and show you where this this smoke is going. Now, this is what it was like earlier today. In fact, I can take you back even farther. Let me go back to a different model here. Let's go, pardon me while I click back through a couple of model runs here. Okay, so this was earlier today. You see the red air quality levels? Lake of the Woods, Minnesota, just terrible. And we had plenty of terrible air here in North Dakota as well. And then this pushed southward. And as we go through the overnight tonight, you see where things clear out in northern Minnesota. This is your morning through noon hour tomorrow. The gray areas, we will still have some surface smoke potential mixing down at times, but it will not be as thick as it was today because throughout the day on your Sunday and Mother's Day, this is what the air quality looked like. Those greens, oranges, and reds were terrible. With many places, as far as the air quality index goes, just in downright nasty conditions. So let me take a look here. I'll look at the Canadian wildfire map here, and I'll see what we can find out. There's an interactive map. Let me see. I think this is the one I want to look at here. I'm loading this up on the side here. So yeah, let me just show you this quick little look at, oh, no map to display, it says. Well, that's Hutch's luck right now. There we go. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm still trying to load up the correct map here. And then as soon as I get this map loaded up for you, then I'll have something to show you about where the fires are coming from. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to pull up this map, and this is from the Natural Resources in Canada. And check this out. This is a pretty interesting view of where the fire source points are and the fire index in some of these areas. So here we go. Okay, so where you see the red areas here, the far left side, that's northern British Columbia, northern parts of Alberta up there by Calgary and points north. So all those areas of red is where some of the point source fires are. There are a number of fires in Montana. There are a number of fires elsewhere across the nation in the United States, but our wind direction is from the north and northwest aloft, and it's bringing all this, I'll just call it schmutz, in the air, and it's bringing it right down over us, and it was just a terrible air quality day here in the valley. So there's your bonus coverage. I looked that up for you, and I appreciate it. Northern British Columbia, says Peggy. Appreciate you all checking in tonight. That is a look at your weather. Your 7-day planner, one more time, shows we'll have a few chances of rain. The best chance of rain will likely be throughout the day on Wednesday, where we'll have a chance at a few tenths of an inch, and that's what it looks like. Thanks to my friends at Precision Lawn and Landscape for sponsoring my 7-day planner here, and it's thanks to this 7-day planner that they want you to know if you got some work to do, they have something called the Hutch discount, and I would love it if you would call them and say, hey, Hutch told me to call. I need the Hutch discount. What is it? For new customers, if you want lawn maintenance, they're giving you 10% off. Lawn maintenance is things like the lawn work. They'll mow the lawn, they'll aerate the lawn, they'll power rake the lawn, whatever you need to get that lawn looking right. Well, give them a call and they'll let you know more details on the Hutch discount. I appreciate each and every one of you. And in particular, I want to say thanks, a special thanks to all of you mothers for everything that you do all year long for all of us. We appreciate you. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday night. Remember, the aurora, a chance of seeing that tonight. The smoke, yep, it's going to be out there in some places through the morning hours and then decrease as we go through. And then as we go through the day tomorrow, it does look like we'll have quiet conditions, but not as warm. And in fact, some frost first thing in the morning in northern Minnesota. I said the F word, frost. A chance of frost. Northeast North Dakota. Northern Minnesota, a frost advisory for you. After that, well, things look a little better with a chance of rain. You all have a great night. Thank you so very much, and we'll talk again sometime very, very soon, I hope.